Hey Gamalier, a great question was posed to us, and it's posed to us quite often. What are some of the pros and cons of buying an older home?
Well, Alan, there's a lot of difference when it comes to buying new or older homes.
Yeah.
But in particular, older homes are more maintenance compared to new home. New home, obviously, there's a lot less to do, less
Yes.
repair. You're buying a brand new home, so you're moving in, and you don't have to worry too much about broken toilet, broken water heater,
Yeah.
and all that cost that comes with an older home. That you have to have a little saving for those
Yeah.
rainy days versus a new home. You could sleep a little bit better.
Another factor, Gamalier, that you may want to consider when it comes to purchasing an older home is the price of the home, right?
That's very important.
It
Factor,
is.
yes.
Because if you're looking to buy a brand new home, new construction, you're going to be paying big bucks for that. So take that in consideration versus buying an older home. It's going to be much lower in price, right? And you also have some negotiating power there too.
Mm-hmm.
So you can negotiate some of the repairs, also the purchase price of the home. So some of those things you got to take in consideration if you're looking at purchasing an older home.
And also when we talk about apples to apple, pound per pound efficiency in an older home, obviously it's going to be a lot less efficient because standards were a lot lower back then when it comes to efficiency of a home. Now, as we move forward, there's a lot more regulation when it comes to efficiency of a home. And newer homes are going to be a lot more efficient because obviously
newer
with the regulation
HVAC.
and now with technology and everything, installations also is different. So newer homes are going to be more efficient, which will help you to save utility costs also.
Yeah, so that's a big point there. Efficiency, everybody wants lower monthly bills, right? Another thing to consider when buying an older home is the design and layout, right?
That's important.
Yes,
factor. Very important.
Yeah, so a lot of the newer homes are more open, right?
Yes.
They've knocked down the walls, so you've got the living room going straight to the kitchen and vice versa. Versus an older home, you've got the walls separating each and every room. Some people do still enjoy that, but a majority of people love the openness of a home, right?
But one thing factor about when we talk about new and old, one thing that when you go to new neighborhoods, you're going to see that a lot of the builders have one or two or three plans. So then one front of it. So you're going to see typically similar style neighborhoods, similar homes with the cookie cutter, they kind of cut each lot similar size. When you look at older home, you're going to see different yards from 1 acre, half an acre. You may see a neighborhood with ranch, colonial, so even newer home, contemporary. So when you look at, older neighborhoods, you're going to have different designs you could choose from. And the neighborhoods is going to be a little different because you may have different type of styles of home. A little more, if you're
more choices.
More choices. If you're that type of person who's looking, I want this design, a little more. I'm looking for more of a home than just a newer home that is just built modern but doesn't have those design elements that I'm looking for. Then older neighborhood, you may find that more option in that end.
Yeah, and one other thing, HOA, right?
Yes.
So you want to consider that as well. A lot of the newer communities have an HOA versus some of the older communities. So that's something you may want to consider. And that's another story. That's another pros and cons there of HOAs
yes, it
as
is.
well.
It is. Because obviously HOA adds into the factors of the cost of the home. And some of the HOA are monthly, some of them are annually. So definitely that's another cost you have to consider when buying a home.
All right, so those are the pros and cons of buying an older home. If you have any other real estate related questions, feel free to reach out to us. We'll gladly answer them, and we'll gladly sit down with you as well to help you decide on buying an older home versus a newer home.
Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day.
Take care.